Donald Trump and Ivana Trump are in the open air with Ivanka in their midst. Ivanka is shown in a small patterned outfit held by her mother, and Donald is standing next to them. The three are all smiling towards the camera, and the sunlight is streaming through the background. One of the women is shown outside, lifting her long dress skirt and exposing her loose pants that reach down to her knees. She is in a direct and composed posture facing the camera. Her dress is plain, and the background seems to be a garden or a quiet yard. Cindy Crawford is a strong-looking woman and is seen on a beach exercising with 2 dumbbells in her hands and is wearing a basic dark bodysuit. She has famous thick hair, a photo shoot of her capturing the fitness trend of the late 1980s and early 1990s supermodel trend. The renowned Mata Hari stands in stately position on a bench, adorned in a bejeweled, revealing 2-piece exotic dancer suit and a fancy headdress. The theatrical portrait is surrounded with hung cloth and old-fashioned columns, which help to portray her legendary image as the enchanting courtesan and actress. There is a bright image of a young Carrie Fisher standing next to her mother, Debbie Reynolds, and standing under a background of pink curtains. The two are dressed in cool outfits, and the pink romper and belt of Debbie are in opposition to the lacy white mini dress of Carrie. 4 short uniformed flight attendants of the Pacific Southwest Airlines with their white hats on are playing around in the open air and lifting up their mini skirts to showcase colored, ruffling panties. The picture demonstrates the cheerful and provocative marketing spirit of the airline and displays the style of the 1970s. This composite includes David Bowie and Jennifer Connelly in modern dresses, sitting under a framed mirror that shows their fantastic personalities. The one-liner is a joke about the on-screen fantasy of the romantic drama of the characters as the actors are in real life, with their glamorous side of it. Madonna poses in a well-known attitude and famous outfit of 1984, which comprises white bustier, tulle, heart-studded skirt, lace gloves, and jewelry layers. This portrait is set against the MTV backdrop with her hand up, and this is indicative of the controversial and trend-setting style that characterized her breakthrough period. Doris Day and Les Brown together. This is a publicity shot with the singer and bandleader standing next to each other at the New York Aquarium. Millions of people were happy due to their performances, which were a result of their cooperation. Their relationship is depicted in an informal environment. Farrah Fawcett, Kate Jackson, and Jaclyn Smith are close to each other, smiling with relaxed confidence. Their hair and clothes are stylish in the 1970s that make them have a sleek and glamorous appearance. They are photographed as a trio and give the impression of friendship, charisma, and carefree potency. An athlete is smiling with a bright face and running down a sunny street with an easy walk. She is already listening to her own music, having a Walkman with the clipped Walkman and headphones on her shorts. This photograph embodies the carefree nature of the early 1980s urban life. Clark Gable is standing in his sunlit ranch in San Fernando Valley with an easy cat in his hands. He is dressed in informal mid-40s wear and is smiling at the camera. There is a sense of adoration and love between the actor and his feline friend, warm and content. There are 3 vending machines that are in close proximity to each other with small windows depicting the inside contents of a sausage or hot dog. There is a coin slot and a lever, which seems like a self-service. It is a practical scene constructed to deliver a fast bite. The young women are standing serenely at the Lake Wannsee, giving some food to a flock of swans. Their bathing suits and easy stance depict the lazy summer afternoon. The water is rippling around them, and the graceful birds are coming close, creating a peaceful, sun-drenched moment quietly together. The bride and groom are in close proximity with each other and are adorned in finely adorned traditional Bulgarian attires. The high embellished headdress and the multifaceted dresses of the bride contrast with the embroidered shirt and vest of the groom. Their unchanging faces make the portrait proud, ceremonious, dignified. A group of schoolgirls is standing in one place wearing slacks on screen as they look at the camera, questioning about the dress code. Quiet defiance is apparent in their nonchalant expressions. The scene is a powerful movement of students resisting regulations, which they did not consider to be right. Queen Fawzia Fuad is gracefully seated as we look at the elegant dress covering her with a gentle flowing nature. Her head is crowned with a cap, which has flowers on it, which makes her look rather charming. The quiet beauty of her portrait is achieved by her cool stance. Charlize Theron, in a relaxed, careless way, with a high-heeled black shoe on her uplifted foot and a direct stare, she is enjoying all the carefree, sultry, late 1960s glamour. The photo captures her poised confidence, blending youthful boldness with effortless sophistication in a moment that radiates timeless star power everywhere. Pamela Anderson is pictured standing out in the sun in a bright swimsuit with long blonde hair cascading freely over her face as the sun rays bring out her features. She is confident, easygoing, and looks straight at the camera, which fits well in the beach setting on that day. Linda Hamilton is seated on Harley-Davidson motorcycle in a black jacket that contributes to her determined appearance. The scene is also forceful with a kind of readiness to action, which is reflected by the strength with which she holds the bike. It is a daring backstage scene of the movie. One of the pictures is a lovely lady in a tight vintage swimsuit, making a graceful gesture on the sunny beach, adjusting her trendy hat. She is even proud to have a sash around her chest that she is introduced as Miss France. She radiates charm in every moment. There is a bright Grace Kelly in a mod dress and a smiling face directly facing the camera. She sits in a comfortable position inside an aircraft cabin with a magazine or book in her hands. The American Airlines logo indicates that she is prepared to have a glamorous trip. This is a black and white close-up where the center of attention is paid to a face of Claudia Schiffer with its messy hair and fratriculated collar. Her dark, smoldering eyes, enhanced with dark makeup, stare directly out of the picture. The photo creates an impression of a dramatic scene. There are 4 Inuit children standing up near each other in the snow, and they are wrapped up in fur-lined parkas that keep them warm in the cold Alaskan weather. The cold wind turns their cheeks red, and all the children are looking at the camera softly with some shyness. Sade Adu is a calm, confident person who is dressed in a simple and elegant outfit, which displays her low-profile style. Her well-known, calm features are shown by her well-grown hair, which is pulled back. The portrait is a product of her inherent grace and silent charm in 1984. Red Cross workers at a Southgate ARP center leapfrog at each other over the course of a rare light moment in an otherwise heavy load of work. In uniform, they bend and jump in turn over the courtyard. The Tlingit lady Cow Claw is stately in her dancing dress in Alaska. Powerful Martha Farrah is a woman who stands firm in a tug-of-war contest when she faces 16 people in 1925. Her decision to use the rope with a focusing determination makes her very strong. Crowds of people are present as she goes against the odds and proves her athletic skills. According to the movie, Clark Gable and Vivien Leigh are seated on the stage of Gone with the Wind of 1939, and they are playing a friendly game of Chinese checkers. Both are seen to be at ease in between scenes as they share a moment of silence together calmly. In the 1960s, mermaids waited in the Disneyland lounge on the rocky sides of the submarine lagoon, watching out as passers-by were on the underwater ride. Their pranky movements are an added bonus that captures the whimsical nature of the park, as well as the fantasy aspect of Disneyland attractions. A blonde-haired woman is occupied with her work to the fullest extent, and she is adjusting the set upon her ears with large and blue-rimmed headphones on her head. She is also intently focusing on the sound, standing near a vintage studio microphone with a red background behind her. In the 1992 music video Too Funky, George Michael is shown as a self-confident person occupying supermodels in glamorous high-fashion attire. The women surround him with nonchalant attitude, effortlessly to make a glamorous, edgy image that best portrays the daring style and iconical energy of the early 90s pop culture boldly together. The two Maria Beer and Julie Frank are wrestling on a tiny stage, locked in a tight twist hold to have the European Ladies Wrestling Championship. There is a set of expressions of determination and grit, and people gawking around watching a high-stakes moment of competitive sporting athletics between women. The young Edwardian lady sits reflectively in a high-backed chair and presents herself in a soft, fancy dress covered with pearl trim and a great fabric flower. She is sitting with her elbow on the armrest, and she is looking out with a rather melancholy or reflective look with longing. The young Native American woman is flanked by serene, natural beauty, and her dark hair is falling in curly locks on her face. She puts on traditional dresses with fine beadwork to emphasize her origin. Her calm, deliberate look gives the portrait a calm yet strong impression, which silently enthralls. Audrey Hepburn has posed in her My Fair Lady costume against a backdrop of Cecil Beaton, soft, graceful styling. Her hat with its decorations and her fine gown makes her look elegant and almost out of this world. Her look and stature are timeless, and she is so easily mesmerizing. Salma Hayek is leaning against the wall with a quiet confidence that is simply confident, with her dark hair falling around her face in a natural way. She is dressed in a top that brings out the casual beauty. The portrait has a captivating quality due to her direct look. Kylie Minogue smiles with brightness as she sits outside, and her energy as the youth radiates. She is wearing a denim jacket that is casual, and her curly hair falls on her face in soft waves. The photo shows her rising star image of the late 80s with her light-hearted smile. A young Shakira is passionately singing in her house, her hands loose by her sides as she concentrates on the moment. Her dark, long hair is flowing, accentuating her natural attractiveness. The room behind her makes the room warmer, and this is an early preview of her just-born talent. Kim Basinger comes out on the Batman premiere red carpet in a fashionable black suit that emphasizes her traditional beauty. She smiles to the cameras as her blonde hair is framing her face in waves. The glam lights deal with her Hollywood charm with ease and confidence on that evening. This black and white portrait is impressive, showing a serious and confident look at a young Hillary Rodham and a hand gesture of thought. She is shown in a backdrop of bookshelves, wearing round glasses and a crisp shirt, which hints that it is a very intellectual setting filled quietly. A young and smiling Arnold Schwarzenegger is outside in his nonchalant short-sleeved white shirt and blue trousers. He is cuddling a koala bear in his arms on a green, leafy background. The shot shows a carefree, enjoyable incident of the bodybuilder on a touristic visit to Australia during his travels. The close black and white portrait wonderfully portrays Romy Schneider with her gentle features and pensive look. Her rimmed eyes are slightly outlined with a liner and are gazing in the opposite direction of the camera. She is shown with a soft towel or a robe calmly over her shoulders. A young Diana Spencer is holding her guinea pig Peanuts with her warm and shy expression. The mere outdoors environment and the relaxed posture of the girl portray a moment of tender childhood. Before royalty, she is shown as a simple girl having a kind heart to her little pet. Raquel Welch is posed with glamour, her eyes confidently showing the star power. Her hair is very voluminous and it frames her striking features, and her posture accentuates her eternal beauty. The picture shows Welch at her greatest iconic, and that is bold, magnetic, and undoubtedly captivating, with Hollywood charm. Brooke Shields is in an anti-cigarette shirt, and she is full of youthful energy. She is graceful and confident, with the dashing waves around her eyes. The photo symbolizes an intersection of activism, since it captures her nascent voice and the cultural drive towards less harmful options in the mid-1980s. Paulina Poriskova is posing in a car whose confidence is in contrast to the evening formality. In a slick outfit and shot in low-key lighting, she is the sophisticated fashionable of the late 80s. Her elegance in a posed face explains why she had become one of the popular supermodels. In Stockholm in the 1970s, a girl is in front of a royal guard and she is attempting to make him respond. She is bending forward to take a peep, and the guard is standing still in his uniform. The scene involves child play against the rigidity of ritual duty. During World War I, the soldiers on either side of the war used ingeniously designed fake trees to conceal observation posts. These structures were erected of wood, metal, and canvas, and merged with the broken scenery of the front. The picture depicts the soldiers examining one of such disguised trees. In 1993, Drew Barrymore took an informal selfie, and the picture shows her carefree nature and youth. Having her disheveled hair and an easy style, the photo captures the spirit of the time and the increasing fame of the actress. It is spontaneous and extremely Drew in her early 90s radiance. Monica Bellucci is in a sensual, intimate position, leaning over a glass in the process of polishing mascara. Wearing a low-cut lacy robe, her face is concentrated and is hypnotic in making a sexy atmosphere. The image is captured through the help of the reflection that depicts her concentrated figure. One of the most striking pictures is in black and white, depicting a group of females putting on gorgeous kimonos, doing headstands on a wood floor. Their feet are facing towards the ceiling as they pay attention to their physical training, and one of the teachers guides them in front. Two young ladies in their 1920s bathing suits are walking together, and a stern policewoman on a beach in Chicago. Their words are rebellious as they are taken off to breach the swimming suit rules. Sandy beach and sparsely spaced beachgoers border this unveiling of the social conventions of the time. 7 ladies in 1930s style are seated on a counter of a bar and elevate their wine glasses on toast as a bartender pours their drinks out of a shaker. Juxtaposing a sense of freedom in Manhattan is the celebratory animated setting of the onset of the end of Prohibition. A close-up shot of a freshly beautiful Ornella Muti with her arresting blue-green eyes and plush lips in control. A magenta studio lighting is used to bring out her dark and voluminous hair, which adds to the dramatic impact. The tight-fitting black dress, alluring flair of late 70s Italian films. In this composite, the women are in skimpy beachwear such as thongs and bikinis and are standing close to a food stand on the side of the road with a Florida license plate present. The images, taken in 1991, document the suggestive form of marketing of a warm, beach-like setting. Angelina Jolie is seated on the small wooden stool, cuddling her knees and staring directly at the camera with a demure look. She is wearing fishnet tights and a dark sweater, and her bare feet are gently touching the ground. The black and white portrait is beautiful and has introspection. A young woman is looking on as a hand cautiously folds the long hair with a clothes iron pressed against an ironing board. Enclosed by hair curlers, the black and white photo is a captured, somewhat risky instance of attention to the appearance in a kitchen in the middle of the 1960s. Model Twiggy is wearing a minimalist floor-length white costume and is dramatically bending forward to present a spectacular and exceptionally long and braided ponytail. The clean studio image focuses on the striking, unnatural length of the crimped hair, which brings out a high-fashion, ethereal version of the Rapunzel fairy tale. Marilyn Monroe is smiling behind the wheel of her smooth and black Cadillac convertible with its glitzy white fur collar. The color picture, probably a film set background, focuses on the radiant beauty and glamorous style of the star in a rustic and brick-town background in the mid-1950s. In a formal pose standing next to his mother, Mary Ann, is a young Donald Trump in a brown suit in what seems to be a kitchen setting. She is dressed in a festive Christmas apron, puts a hand on her back, and here is a cozy home holiday scene. One of the flight attendants of United Airlines is standing in the aisle holding the cabin microphone in her hand, and she is ready to give the pre-flight announcements. Her sharp uniform of the 1970s, her trendy look indicate the glamorous theme of air travel of the time with style. A black and white depiction of Monica Bellucci facing the camera straight onto with a magnetic gaze is very striking. She is posing with her hands hooked to her low-slung white jeans and is wearing a fragile black lace bra. she is always full of the natural 1990s Italian glamour. In the Sunglasses Fair in Welbeck Street Hotel, London, a model displays Polaroid lenses that are new and are glare-free, one of the innovations of 1969. The experimental design of the frames points to the futuristic approach and the enthusiasm of the time to dramatic design and use of technology. An iconic Sophia Loren is taken in an exterior portrait with a sideways look on a balcony above a city of Europe. The picture is intimate but grandiose, draped with cloth revealing the back of her body. Her hairstyle and stern stare portray a scene of the Italian cinematic grandeur. In the moving Grand Prix in 1966, Françoise Hardy is seated in a racing car, with her unquestioned elegance merging with the excitement of fast filming. In this scene, she adds a taste of glamour to the world of motorsport, with the influence of her cool manner and silent sophistication. The women of Murray Restaurant are united in front of a law office in a group of 6 persons dressed in knitted performance costumes. This black and white picture shows the unity of the dancers who are about to take charges concerning the indecent character of their clothes and performance. There is a cleverly dressed lady with a vintage updo who is shown operating a vending machine that dispenses boxer shorts at only 97 cents. This image reveals a point of innovation in the middle of the century, and it provides a means of customer rapid shopping of the undergarments. A soft focus portrait is made of Audrey Munson, who is dressed in a garment with draped white trim and a plain headband. The length of her braid is flowing dramatically down on her shoulder, and this allows the picture to have a classical stature that befits the first American supermodel. On a rainy day, 2 young ladies are walking along a wet street in Ginza with a scalloped umbrella. They are wearing trendy short dresses with accessories such as round bags and unique gladiator sandals. The picture is a representation of the distinctive mod fashion of 1960s Tokyo street style. 4 young Italian ladies in their work clothes and shorts are standing in a flooded rice paddy up to their waist, singing as they tug at rice shoots. The emotional display of the women brings out the shared labor of the Mondine workers in the Italian countryside of the 1940s. Liv Tyler is elegantly dressed on a white chair in this 1990s portrait, and her long dark hair falls softly on her face. She gazes into the camera with a sober, reflective look. The soft lighting captures the carefree beauty she was during her early stages of film and fashion. In 1966, Muhammad Ali was with Johnny Coulon in the Chicago gym, where he, the former champion, demonstrated his well-known strength trick. This shot reveals Ali in inquisitiveness and the relaxed confidence of Coulon, which is a light-hearted moment between 2 boxing legends of different times sharing mutual respect. Josh Hartnett, Kate Beckinsale, and Ben Affleck are shown on the Pearl Harbor set wearing their 1940s-inspired costumes. There is a relaxed moment between the 3 actors, and the expressions are casual and warm, as they are friends who have had a good atmosphere working on the war drama. The North Carolina Tobacco Queens are seated together in their weird attire of tobacco bikinis, made of tobacco leaves in the 1950s. They are sitting in self-assured grins, and they are indicative of the promotion style of the time and cultural connection that the area has with the tobacco business. A gorgeous model, Raquel Welch, is depicted in a tight close-up with a Golden Globe Award in both hands. She is wearing a glittering top with a setting-out shoulder lines, the style of the late 1970s or early 1980s. Her face is concentrated, seized in the act of well-merited recognition. A woman is a gorgeous lady who is busy putting a golf ball inside an indoor carpet with an oversized shirt and high heels on her. A man dressed in a formal tuxedo is in the background, casually kneeling in a doorway where he is quietly looking at the scene. Sophie Marceau is sitting out into the air in 1988, and she appears calmly and naturally graceful. Her hair is floating around her face, and she looks straight out with a meditative expression. The sunlight brings out her natural beauty as a young and attractive individual in a quiet radiance. In one of the pictures, a young woman is standing on the stage after she won the Windjammer Budweiser Bikini Bash in 1991, and she is smiling and posing before the crowd on the beach. With her hands on her hips, she is posed in a carefree, sun-soaked early 90s fashion. One of those ladies in the Victorian era is present with her graceful position in a well-crafted gown with her layers. She is wearing a hat of feathers and fitted gloves and carries flowers in her hand. The style of the 19th century fashion is reflected in her graceful pose. Betty Broadbent, the so-called Tattooed Venus, is a very proud poser in Sydney in 1938, with her body painted with the detailed tattoo work that she pioneered in the tattoo culture. Sitting in a casual position, she stands with mostly poised calmness, just displaying her impressive ink with striking confidence.